Welcome back to Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. Don't forget to send us your messages. You can hashtag Breakfast Daily or send us a message on WhatsApp 0550-585832. And don't forget, send a birthday message to Quick David. Today is his birthday, so we're celebrating him today. But why don't we take a trip to the Ashanti region? Now, a lot's been happening there. And we'll be talking to our Middle Belt Bureau Chief, Edward Opong Mafu. Now, the last time we checked in with him and what was going on in Suame magazine, there was some, should we say, unrest.
Yes.
A little bit of unrest, right, among the residents there. Well, let's talk to Edward and see what the update is with regard to the Suame Interchange Project and the sentiments of the people there now. Good morning, Edward. Okay, we'll touch base with him in just a bit. But just to recap, we know that the majority leader in Parliament, Oseiche Mensah Bonsu, went there, went to the area to look at, they've been having some road issues. The people there feel like they don't have enough development for the kind of industry that is there. When he got there, he was heckled, he was pelted with sachet water. It was a very hostile welcome, should we say, but
it was also very interesting in the sense that of all the things they could use to pelt him,
the sachet water. You're still skeptical about the sachet water thing, You think there was?
I think that they went soft on him, but they just wanted to vent,
to make a point
and say, let's make a point, right?
Well, it must have worked because next thing we knew, Parliament approved the Suame Interchange Project, and
but I think it was already.
You think it was orchestrated or it was fast-tracked?
Yeah.
Okay. Edward, good morning.
Good morning, Kokui.
Good morning. All right. Good to hear from you on this first day of the month and first day of the week, I suppose, as well.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're touching base with you to follow up on what's happening in Swami. We know that now parliamentary approval has been given for the Swami Interchange Project, and we want to know what the latest update is on that and what the residents are saying about the commencement of this project, which is supposed to bring some relief to them and to improve their road network.
Yeah, so Kokui, for residents, particularly those who normally use this stretch, they are excited about the fact that an interchange is going to be constructed here. Just that they have that kind of skepticism, some kind of doubts about it. They feel that, well, they have been having some of these assurances. There are times that loan facilities are approved and all that, and still some of these projects, they don't get to really see them that's fully being completed. Where I am at the moment is the Swami roundabout area, one of the most busy areas that you can find in Kumasi. And so this roundabout connects to a number of areas. It connects to the Sofu Line area. There's a part that connects to Swami proper. There's a part that connects to Tafo through to Mampon area. There's another part that connects to the airport roundabout area, and another one that links to the KJTR area. So it's a busy area, but some people are a bit skeptical about the fact that this project will be completed, because if you move not far away from here, as you get to the Sofu Line area, that interchange project has been on the drawing board for a very long time. It started during the Ezra John Ajekum Kufuor era, and as I speak to you now, it has still not been completed. And so some people feel, well, this shouldn't be like that one. And so, well, all these issues should be taken into consideration, and authorities are assuring that, well, it's going to be done in phases. So the first phase is where the fourth tier will be constructed, and the second phase, which will be done later, in fact, that has not been announced as to when that second phase will be started. The second phase will also look at a complementary interchange and also some other adjoining roads that will be constructed. And so that's basically that. We're here, people who actually use this road, and you see, what actually triggered the whole discussion about the Suame Interchange project is the fact that when you get to Swami, that's this Swami roundabout area through to the macro stretch, construction work started, and the construction workers abandoned post, and the residents got agitated. So as a result of that, they actually attacked the Member of Parliament, Honorable Sechem Sabonsu. And so now construction works have started, and the residents are saying that, well, you need to ensure this road is fixed as early as possible. Although we know you have plans of working on the interchange, but address all these concerns. So for residents, they have a lot of concerns. I'll try and engage some of them here right now to really tell us what is going on in their minds, what they actually want authorities to do. There's one gentleman here, Raman. So, Raman, where exactly are you? Where do you stay?
I stay at Afrancho.
All right, so Afrancho, within the Suame municipality. Yes. You have been using the stretch, the Swami runabout area. Tell us, what are some of the difficulties that you go through on a daily basis?
Okay. By the way, good morning. And the road is a very busy road. And from my place to Swami, early in the morning, the traffic is always very, let me say, tight. Because before I get to work, I have to leave house like, if not 4:35, before I can get to Mazin, to get whatever I want before I can go back. So if I delay, time will beat me. So, and unfortunately, they've started working on the road, and it has cost more, like the traffic is always heavy there.
But obviously, you want the road to be fixed.
I want the road to be fixed, but the time in which they start working on the road isn't helpful. I hope you get it.
How?
Because normally, at least, like, let me say, they should separate the road in a way that maybe we can use maybe one lane and they will use the other lane. But the way they divide it, it's not like healthy, because they can divide it and put some of their machines at the other side. So before we can pass, we end up using half of a lane on the road. So if they can work on that one, it will help us. And talking about the roundabout.
But before we get to the runabout proper, how do you feel about the progress of work so far? I've been to the area, construction workers are there, and they are assuring that for them, they'll be there throughout, they're not going to abandon work. How do you feel about that?
Oh, as for that, we are very happy. We are all very happy about that one. The road, as we can see, it will end up being a good project. But, they should speed it up with the work. Because the road, we are all happy about it. We pray it coming like this, it will be a good, healthy way to our nation, because it will be.
There are some other people that I've been speaking to, and they are saying that, well, their inner roads also in a very poor shape. The roads within Breman, roads within Kronom, Afrancho, where you are, and all that. And they want all those ones to be fixed as well. How bad is your situation in the area you find yourself? The roads within your area, within Swami here.
Swami here, the roads are, some of the roads are in good shape, but some are in a very poor shape. But as they started, I pray that they should be able to tackle with those ones, because everything is a step-by-step rule. So after they started with that one, they should end up working on those ones for us.
All right, now let's get to the Suame runabout here. You see, an interchange is set to be constructed. How do you feel about it? As a resident, what do you want authorities to do?
The interchange, we've heard of it, not today. So if they can start working on it, and I'm sure maybe as they started in front there, they can just link and just start with the interchange. And for the interchange, we are happy to hear about it. We are happy that it's going to be happening. As for that one, it's a big thumbs up to the government. And let me say, hearing about it, I'm happy. But they should start working on it fast.
Oh, okay, and you feel that once that is done, it will help relieve you of the kind of burden you go through?
Yeah, it will help, because as you can see, the traffic here in the morning and in the evening is always it's not always good. Because if the interchange happens to be in, at least it will open more space for us, so that those who are going to Mazin, who are going to Tafo, who are going to all parts of people who work around this settlement, it will be easy, because mostly our problem is the traffic, and it's because of the bad road. So if the interchange is able to be done, it will release us of that pain.
Thank you very much, Rahman. So I also try and bring in another person who also uses this road. What's your name?
My name is Kojo Boche.
Okay, Kojo Boche. My also eba akwan sema wo Suame ha say na uhuno.
Oh, Swami ha ya kwan de enye kura. Se kese ya kwan pa dia. Metumi akese enye. Is from roundabout you musa to Kronom ekwa Francho. Kronom station o amuna bia a dead station one. E to da man for kura na de baller. E di begum. So mo de baller na fere main road kwan kese e ti sei. E den de baller. E to da bo se boys. No matumi akwase sansunsu ahwe bi. No mo de ebegu amuna ne mu. Sa na nsen ekwan bi de beda takwa junction so ha. Ekwan no amuna ne da ho maka ko bufu aso mba kare ko wura bang bi e wase ho. Amuna ne that accident ni see na de chain the 3 days no mbe yes amuna no. Nti ya kwan ya da Suame ha from roundabout no musa ko ya Francho ne ebo ho ne de ya me anim nukura ni enye kura nti e be sere o mu so o mu moye ni eni aduane ni ya ba bi ye de ye ka ba fa ko fie zuzu yenya o man ye ha ya na ye ti o ye kokokoko a ye baba aha e Ghana ha na ye wo ye die ntu nya ye man nto ho enkotene obi ma so nkoka ho sa ma ni ye ye kokokoko mpeni fo ze kuntu hwen a ko na chi tisi ye si ye tu kwan kura ko aburo cha ko bo bra ye ko a ye baba
na say no yen hwe Suame free runabout sa ekosi macro call Kronom na Francho oze ekwan oze o start ya omo ye ho adwuma edru point bi a omo je adwuma no kakra ama no nti magazine fo no bi ne omo mto no bi ehu you know MPO ho no omani anye kra o de na adwefa ho na sa kwan no de o so how be na ofam
sa o how na ye fam na obo bedwi kwan no so mo ba se mo ba ye kwan mo tumi abedwi so na mo agi ato mo mfuturo oboni pasa mfuturo kwa na ebo hen so enna se ye sori se de ye mpanifo ne ye kire he no enye
na o hobi
ma ma bi de but ye mpanifo ne ye nuanom ne bi na eye se sa de na o me ye na enye miti afidie so na mete se mpanifo bi kasa se ade na abo ese ne ye ne yeso amefo na eye na mpanifo bi na agada boys bi na o de o ma behiem se o ma ye sa de no mete na me se hu se enye right boys na pisi ye pani chairman se bonsu ye nye bibi sa nkire ne da nti we ni si na surprise no na ma ne nyie ndi se ye ne ye pisi ade na me ya kwan nyina anye nti sa ade na se kura ne ye fa so a wo de anka me ye fa so sa watumi abedwi so ne wasen agya to ma mfuturo boye de a eya tam didie ade ne nye ye fa so sa mfuturo moye na se watumi bedwi so na wo gya to ho na wo kɔ na se mfuturo san boye de a na se wo pa se wo kire yen nti de ye ne de obi ani ho hye akire ya ye hu sie mpanifo no de omo ye kire hen na emboaye ti ye hyede ne ne kasae ma ne hu se ye wo ye kire hen no emboaye
yo meba na ya kasa fa interchange ya mpanifo so mbe ne mabisa de odwen fa ho but before I get to that let's do a quick translation of what he has been saying so far. He's saying that generally within the Suame municipality, a lot of roads here are in a very poor state and that they want authorities to really look at how all these roads can be addressed, as it can be fixed. And then he was talking about the fact that if you look at various areas where he actually is, from Kronom to Afrancho and all those areas, the roads are very bad. And talking about the road constructions from the Swami macro stretch where some residents were agitated and the fact that he even attacked a member of parliament and called on him to help address that issue. He was making a point that that has always been a concern and that road, the fact that they came in, graded it, and they abandoned work really affected them. And so that's a major issue that they actually wanted authorities to look at. And he said it has actually compounded, and so the reaction was quite spontaneous. But I was just asking something related to that. I was saying, a coin no basa na memu nti na moye sa no na se you know juma e koso no juma de asa omo astati omo ye kwan no wani age e content ma senate
o se de se sa na ebe kone de a anke ye bo mpa ye se nyame mo omo na de omo akase omo be ye no omo ntumi ye But they see any day, you say so much if you be able so more year. So moon saying yan to ho and quiet said your more and first and that's all continue. I am my boy dear, and I guess you have your motto, say in penny for. Now the more year boy any day, and yet, Yamian Ukraine, and Yakura.
Now, you share Suame Interchange Project here, Airbus. Send out your phone, and need just a mile, Diana person paying for Yankasa.
Oh, they say, dear, so Mukas or mobile interchange Yaboya, your traffic. To me, see what I told the Abidjan for French forecast, a people will interchange their boy, dear. Yet in Pibo told Machi, said your mobile or more be or manuakas or mobile. I mean, more no to me, name war mine. A best I and us until go Mugun and Masi. You see, a case of Ghana, the minim say, a santimai, any gun in tea. A santimemoha, any gun in tea. It is a gun of Kumasi airport say, who will be about cry, they say, Yehundi air or my muakra. This is a Yamiadum norms or move by a way, dear boy, or Hanumadia. A betty and an enemy, a better boy as so. The penny for the Omuguas and many massy. The MP for the penny for no more Krumano, as and mind the Omugu and Massa Potokra. A mamma Crum high fee. A mamma Crum high fee. A quite now you to two amount for my son. It's your more Hana. Yes, no, a woman on my interchange way.
Yo, that's a baby. So he is saying that, well, the road that is being constructed that's a Swami macro stretch, is that he is really excited about it and he's hoping that indeed it will be completed on schedule and they won't have to complain about the fact that it's been abandoned again. And later we talked about the Suame Interchange Project, and he's excited about that too as well, and he's saying that, well, they are hoping that indeed this project will see the light of day and if get to know that indeed this is something that is happening. He feels that will help develop the entire Ashanti region because he feels generally Kumasi has not been developed as expected.
Right. Thank you very much, Edward, for that update. Very detailed, very thorough. We are hoping, as you are, that things go according to plan and schedule, and that the road and the interchange is done in the shortest possible time. Thank you very much, Edward. So that was our colleague bringing us an update on that.
I get the skepticism.
Yeah.
You know, if something like the Sofa Line project has been sitting for maybe 20 plus years.
You should see it. It's horrible. It's horrible.
So you can understand why they're not too optimistic.
I was finishing KNUST when it started.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
Until now, that thing is still, it's just messy.
But I don't understand, because obviously there would have been a contractor, you know, hired with a contract. I suppose the funds would have been budgeted for, approved. Otherwise, it wouldn't have started.
I have no idea what's going on. What's happened along. I have no idea.
And of course, 20 years ago and now, the cost to continue that would be
vastly different. Yeah, vastly different.
What a waste.
Yeah, I know, right? What a waste. What a waste. Yeah.
So for this, I'm sure people will be watching closely, but they will approach it with skepticism because previous projects haven't seen the light of day or haven't come to fruition. So you can understand some of the anger and not too much confidence in the project. So
and I think there's this element of, and this thing, you see, one of the complaints that they were making in there was that the road was bad. We already knew the road was bad. Why come and take off the surface of the road if you're not going to, you're not ready to do it, right? Yeah. Why come and clear the surface of the road and you're not ready to do it? I mean, this story about running out of bitumen and things, I thought was, look, it may be true, it just sounded far-fetched, right? It sounded far-fetched to me because you've planned everything. At the time you are coming to clear the surface of the road, you didn't know that you are running out of bitumen. It's funny. It's, you know, it just, I mean, we need to do better. We need to do better. Honestly.
We do.
We should.
We do.
I mean,
we'll be watching anyway. Citi TV will definitely be keeping tabs, and Citi FM will be keeping tabs on the project to see how it progresses, if it progresses, and hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, you know, to give the people of Swami and the Ashanti region in general something to smile about, at least. And even for our authorities, our leaders, prove to people that you can actually complete these projects.
I know,
and
right?
Prove them wrong. You know, it's a shame for people to lose faith in their representatives this way, because they feel like nothing comes out of their support. You know, it really is unfortunate. But let's see what happens with the Suame Interchange Project. Let's see. So yeah, that. All right. Edward, our Middle Belt correspondent, thanks again for updating us.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more on Breakfast Daily.